All right, man, another week, another video on that guy, Jayden Daniels. He's coming off a pretty good performance against the New Orleans Saints, who honestly have a pretty solid defense. And if it wasn't for Jayden Daniels having a few crazy plays, there's no way the Commanders win this football game. I mean, he made some plays that were just absolutely ridiculous that 95% of quarterbacks just simply can't make. So to see your young quarterback be able to do that this early on in his first season is extremely promising. And I really do think he's locked in the Rookie of the Year. His numbers are just way better than every other rookies, and he's also led the Commanders to a 9-5 record, which means they're most likely going to be in the playoffs. So not only is he going to get the award, but he's also set the Commanders up for a great future. So what I want to do in this video is go into the film of his last game and break it down and show you why he was able to have so much success. But before we got all the way into that, I wanted to help y'all out. I just got myself a code with a pretty new app called Dabble. As you can see right here, it's an app you can download on your phone, and if you just use code LOGIC, they will give you a free $25 to start with that you can literally use for anything. Right here you can see I had all of these overs and they all ended up hitting, and I turned my free $25 into $500, which is pretty ridiculous. You can do the same thing. You can either use my code LOGIC whenever you sign up in the app. You can use the QR code on the screen, just scan it. It'll take you to the link to get the code and get the free $25. Or you can just use the first link in the description. All three of those ways work. You can use any one that you want. And then if I were you, I would just go bet on my favorite team, what I thought was going to happen, and try to turn that 25 into whatever you can. I really just wanted to show you all this because I appreciate you watching my videos. Go get your free 25. Like I said, use the code LOGIC in the app when you sign up. Scan the QR code and click the link that it takes you to, or just go down and use the first link in the description. Any of those three ways work, but that's the only way you can get the free 25. All right, so now that we've got that out the way, let's go ahead and jump into the Commanders' first play here. They run a simple concept, but I like it a lot. So all they're going to run is, firstly, they motion Terry across, as you just saw, to try to help Jayden Daniels see what the coverage is. And all they're going to run is a quick speed out with a hitch from this receiver, an inverted hitch, with a normal hitch behind that hitch here, with a deep dig on top of everything. And Jayden just reads this out as a full field read. So 1 to the out, 2 here, 3 here, 4 here. It's really simple. Now, post-snap, all Jayden's going to do is he's going to give a play fake and then get his eyes out here to his number 1, and he's going to look at this linebacker right here. If he drifts underneath the out, then we take our eyes to the first hitch from Zach Ertz. If he stays on this hitch or stays inside at all, then we take the out route. So watch what Jayden does here. Snaps the football, gives a quick play fake, gets his eyes out there. Look what Zero's doing. He's flat-footed, looking in at Jayden Daniels. He's not running out with the out route. So what do? We're taking this all day because this corner is way off and he's backpedaling. It's free yardage. Take what the defense gives you. Don't make it harder than it needs to be. And that's exactly what Jayden does here. Nice 7 or 8 yards. Exactly what we want. Trying to get comfortable in the game. Love that Kliff Kingsbury does this for Jayden. Watch it one more time here from the back angle. Get the play fake. Get your eyes out there to your number 1. It's there. Rip. Nice, easy. We'll take it every day of the week. Next play here, man, and this is just Jayden Daniels doing Jayden Daniels stuff. It's absolutely outstanding. All the Commanders are going to run here is on the bottom of the screen. They have an out with a corner on top of it. And on the other side of the screen, this guy's coming up, setting up in the middle with a corner here and an out underneath this as well. So Jayden Daniels can pick whichever side he wants. He's in empty, whichever side he's more comfortable reading. He ends up choosing this side down here, and obviously he's going to try to fit in this corner route right here because that's the only route that's going to get in the end zone. If you throw this little 5-yard out, it's just going to make the field goal easier. It's not going to be a touchdown. That's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to find a way in the end zone. So watch Jayden Daniels here. He's going to look over to the right of the screen. He's reading the corner. If this corner backpedals underneath the corner route, obviously you can't throw it. In a normal situation, you would just take the little out and take your yardage. But right here, Jayden doesn't do that. I think it's because he wants to score a touchdown here. So he looks over there, doesn't like it, gets his eyes over to the left. And by the time he gets his eyes over there, you can see Brian Brzee coming free. Jayden Daniels has to take off and run, trying to buy time. Now, I would say that he arguably, if he throws this football on the run now, he could get it out here. But that's a big ask because he has somebody chasing him down. He just started running. He probably doesn't even see Zach Ertz open. So he keeps his eyes downfield. By the time he sees Zach Ertz, it's too late. And then backs up, buys time, almost falls, but stays on his feet, keeps his eyes downfield. And then he looks in the end zone, and he sees Terry, his number 1 receiver, coming his way. And what does he do? He trusts his guy to go win. He sees he has a step. He puts it right out there in front of him, right where that football needs to be, on the move, and puts it right on the money. Obviously, Brian Robinson brings his guy in the way, and it makes it look a lot more contested than it should have been. But on Jayden Daniels' part, this is absolutely outstanding. You get pressure, get out the pocket, back up, buy some time, make him miss, keep your eyes downfield. You see Terry, you're moving this way, but you're throwing the ball this way, and you still are able to put this ball where you want it. Absolutely outstanding accuracy. Touchdown, Commanders. Next play here, man, and this is Jayden Daniels actually toying with the defense a little bit, getting these guys to do what he wants. So what the Commanders are going to run here is they're going to get this guy in motion across the field. He's going to come out on a flat, and then you have a hitch here. Same thing on this side of the field. Flat with a hitch. And all Jayden Daniels is reading is this cat right here. If he extends out with the flat, then we throw this hitch right behind him. If he sits on the hitch, then we throw this flat out here and let our guy go get the yardage that he can. But what Jayden Daniels is going to see here is watch when he snaps this football. Snaps the football, and what he sees is that this guy is trying to sit on this hitch, but he's kind of at the same time trying to play in the middle of the two. So what's Jayden do? He wants to throw this hitch right here, so he pumps out here to the flat, gets this guy to extend a little bit, and then throws that hitch. Watch this. Pump it, that guy goes out with the flat, throw the hitch. I mean, that's pretty high-level stuff. You don't see many quarterbacks do that, so watch this. Usually you see quarterbacks just read it out. Normally they don't have to do this, but Jayden right here sees that guy's trying to play in the middle of it. Pump it, get him out there, then bring your eyes back to the hitch and throw the ball that you wanted to throw all along. Easy yardage, we'll take it every time. Next play here, man, and this is once again a great job by Jayden Daniels. So all the Commanders are running here as they have deep curls from everybody because it's second and long, and we're trying to make it a third and manageable. So we have deep curls, 10-plus yards, and then we have both of these guys chipping and getting out in the flat. So we're going to have both of these guys helping and chipping to give Jayden Daniels more time to throw this football. And what you're going to see Jayden Daniels do here is go 1, 2 to 3, and then if he didn't have one of those, then he would look down to his checkdowns. But right here, what you're going to see happen is he reads it out, he sees it, and he gets all the way to his number 3 and rips that football. 1, doesn't like Terry on the bottom of the screen, comes to the middle of the field, doesn't like that one either, looks at the bottom, sees him, rips that football right as he's getting out of his break. It's right on the money, and it makes it a 3rd and 9 instead of a 3rd and 20. This is really, really good stuff right here. Watch his helmet stripe. The snap takes him to the right a little bit, which makes his head look like it goes right. But right here you can see he looks over to the left, doesn't like it, looks in the middle, doesn't like it, looks to the right, it's there, ball. If he waits any longer, it's a sack. Great job being on timing, going through your reads, and finding your guy. Next play here, and once again, I love this a lot. So all the Commanders are running is they have a stop from De'Ami Brown, they have a crosser from Terry McLaurin, and they have Zach Ertz coming up behind it on a little angle route. So all Jayden is looking at is 1 here if he likes the matchup and if he likes the leverage. Obviously, you don't like the leverage here. It's press man coverage. That's not very good to throw a stop against. So Jayden really just needs to read this. 1 here, 2 here. Really simple. Hopefully one of them gets open. And what you're going to see happen is he snaps the football, looks at Terry, number 1. And as you can see, Terry, you could argue he's open, but Jayden probably doesn't like that he has this guy driving on it. So then he takes his eyes to Zach Ertz, who's in one-on-one coverage, sees that he comes open, rips that football, and then obviously Zach Ertz makes an outstanding catch with one hand. But even though it was a great catch, it was a good throw as well. Put it out there in front of him, on time, right when it needed to get out. Watch Jayden's head here. Looks at his 1 at Terry, doesn't like it, goes 2, it's there, right out in front of him, great catch, big gain. Puts him down inside the 5-yard line. Next play here, we're going to get another big-time touchdown. Love the play call and love what Jayden does here. So all the Commanders are going to run is they have this guy getting motioned in here, and right at the snap of the ball, he's going to shoot out on a little bubble route, with the idea of this being that you're getting a play fake this way like it's outside zone. You're making it look like he's coming across to help block, but in reality, at the snap, he's going to shoot out in a bubble like I said. That's Jayden's number 1, and then he has a tight end coming on a crosser, and Terry crossing across him as his 2 here and his 3 here. So watch Jayden go through all of these reads. So his first one here, he's going to get the play fake, boom, looks at his 1, looks at the bubble. Obviously, that didn't look very open because he ends up extending out with him. So then get your eyes on your number 2, that first crosser to the tight end. That, you don't like it either because you have somebody driving underneath it. Tyrann Mathieu right there. If you throw this football, it's going to get broken up or it's going to get picked off. So then Jayden finally comes to his 3. He sees that nobody is under Terry, and he also sees that Terry has a step. Lead him down and away from this guy so he can go attack the ball and make a play on it. And that's exactly what Jayden does. Rips it. Terry makes a great catch with a little bit of contact for another touchdown. Now, watch it from the back angle here. Give the motion. Snap the football. Now watch Jayden's eyes. One, he's looking at that bubble. Not there. Looks at that first tight end crosser right here. That's what he's looking at. Obviously, that's not there either. Then, since that's not there, get your eyes on Terry. It's there. Ball. Rip it on a laser. Touchdown, Commanders. Next play here, man. It's 3rd and 1. The Commanders need to convert this if they want to keep the drive moving. And there's not even much to say. They're going to give a play fake. And right after that play fake, Jayden Daniels is going to have somebody in his face. Obviously, this guy is left free, thinking he's going to fly down with the run, and then Jayden's going to be able to get outside of him. But what ends up happening is he sees it all the way, and he attacks Jayden Daniels. Looks like he's going to be sacked for a loss, but Jayden cuts inside, makes him miss, and even with him still dragged on, keeps driving his feet, breaks that tackle, gets to the outside, and finds a way to reach for that 1 yard. I mean, this is just absolutely outstanding. There are maybe 2 or 3 quarterbacks that can do this, Josh Allen and Lamar, but that's about it. Make that guy miss. He's holding on to you, and you still drive your feet, run through that tackle, keep running, extend for the first, and get it. I mean, just absolutely outstanding stuff. Next play here, man, and this is extremely high-level stuff from Jayden Daniels. It might not be a deep throw. It might not look crazy to the average person, but it is a lot crazier than you might realize. All the Commanders are going to run is they're going to have a little hitch here with a flat underneath it, and Jayden Daniels is just reading this guy. If he extends out with the flat, boom, throw it here. If he sits on the hitch, boom, throw it to the flat. What I love about this so much, though, is how fast Jayden realizes it and how he gets it out with anticipation. So watch it. He's going to get his eyes over there to that flat player, and right when he sees that he's extending, he doesn't even wait for him to cross the hitch. He throws it before this guy even crosses him because he knows he is set on getting out there with that flat, so this window is going to be open, and he's trusting that, and because of that, it allows his guy to get yards after the catch. So look at this. He has that ball back, and this guy's literally running into the hitch. Most quarterbacks are going to wait for this guy to clear, and then they're going to throw it, but if you wait till then this cornerback's going to be driving on it, and he's only going to get 4 or 5 yards, or it might even be incomplete. But because Jayden gets it out on time, he's able to catch it, turn upfield, and get a lot of extra yardage. I mean, this is just great stuff. This is how you operate an offense at a high level, even though it was only a 5-yard throw. So watch it here. He's going to get his eyes out there to number 20. Look at number 20 right here. Get your eyes there. Right after the snap, get your eyes there. You see him? He's running out there. Ball. No need to wait. Get it on him. Let your guy go get some yardage. Great job. Next play here, man, and this is once again an amazing job by Jayden Daniels reading out the defense the way he's supposed to. So all the Commanders are going to run here is they have a corner from Terry McLaurin with a little out or flat underneath it, and they have a deep dig with a hitch underneath that, and all Jayden Daniels does is read this high to low here, and then 3 here, and then 4 to his hitch. So what Jayden is looking at here first is this corner. If he drives down the out route, then we take the corner over the top of him. If he sits back on the corner route, then we take that little flat route. But if for some reason both are taken, then we'd come to the dig, and then we'd come to the hitch. So watch what Jayden looks at here. It's really easy to see it. Snaps the football, get the play fake, get your eyes out there. He's looking straight at this corner. Make him wrong. Whichever one he does, you do the opposite. So if he drives here, we're taking here. If he drives here, we're taking this. So watch it here. What does that corner do? Boom. You see him right there? He drives down the flat. So what's that mean? All you got to do is throw this corner out away from the safety, and you've got a big-time completion. This is exactly what Jayden does. Rips, right on the money, great catch, big gain. Just an outstanding job. Outstanding read, great way seeing the field, and getting a big completion out of it. So watch it from this back angle again. Get the play fake after this motion. Watch him snap the ball. Get the play fake. Eyes on that corner. What's he do? He's driving down the flat. Ball. Right on the money. Can't ask for a better throw. Next play here, man. And what it looks like the Commanders are running is they have this guy here running a little vertical post-ish route. They have the inside guy running to go. And they have a deep dig behind it all. And it really looks like Jayden Daniels wants to throw this dig as his one. Maybe he reads this out first. But it looks to me like he wants to throw this dig all the way. But if he doesn't like the dig, he also has Terry helping here and then getting out on a drag as his 2 or his 3. So what I want you to see here is Jayden Daniels is going to take his drop. He's going to keep his eyes downfield, try to wait to find that dig opening. But once he sees that he has pressure everywhere, he doesn't have an option. He has to step up in the pocket and look downfield, and no one's really open, so he makes somebody miss, runs around him, and then makes another guy miss, and then keeps running and gets a massive gain on the ground. I mean, this is just, there's not many quarterbacks that can do this type of stuff. And that's why he's so dangerous, and it's why it's so hard to stop him. Because if no one's open, he doesn't have to throw the ball away. He can just run it and get 20 or 30 with his legs. It completely changes the dynamic of the game, and it completely changes how you have to play defense. And it's why I'm so high on Jayden Daniels. Next play here, man. And once again, great job by Jayden Daniels, but Terry McLaurin just can't find a way to come down with the catch. All the Commanders are running here is verticals. They have both tight ends getting out up the seams, and they have both outside receivers running go routes, and Jayden Daniels can pick whichever side he wants to work. On this play, he's going to pick the top of the screen where Terry's at, and what you're going to see happen is the Saints are just in a cover 2. So this guy's job is a deep half on this side of the field, and this guy's job is the flat right in this area. So when you're running verticals against it, you can either throw this seam up the middle, or you can throw this right here if you can beat this safety to the edge of the field. So all Jayden has to do is make this guy wrong. If he squeezes down on the seam, boom, we're going to throw this. If he extends out with this go, then we'd obviously throw the seam behind these linebackers' heads. Now, what Jayden does here is he firstly looks in at that seam route, and when he looks in at the seam, this guy triggers on it. He triggers hard, way harder than you should in cover 2. You got to trust that your linebackers can make a play, but this guy tries to drive on it, and that leaves a huge void out here to throw the ball into because this guy's job is to sit in the flat. So Jayden, once he sees that guy drive on the seam, he gets his eyes out to Terry, rips that football, puts it right in his hands. Terry just bobbles it and drops it. I mean, you can't ask Jayden to do anything else. That's exactly how that ball has to be thrown. It's a touchdown if Terry catches it. Great job by Jayden. See, he looks inside there. That safety drives in on the seam because of where he's looking. Then he pops outside, rips it with pressure in his face, and still delivers a great ball that should have been caught for a touchdown. Next play here, once again, great job by Jayden. On the bottom of the screen here, this is what Jayden's going to read out. All the Commanders are running as a little drift post with a little slant behind it. So all Jayden's reading is 1 here, 2 to here. Really simple. On the first read, if this guy runs with the post, obviously you move your eyes to the slant because you should have a window for it. But if this guy kind of sits here, drifts out here, or comes down a little bit, then we throw this drift post right behind his head, and you're going to see what ends up happening. So Jayden Daniels is going to snap the ball here after this motion up top. He's going to snap it. He's going to get his eyes on that backer. Obviously, that backer here, what's he doing? He's settling. He's not getting his eyes on him and running with him. He's just kind of settling in this grass, in this zone. So Jayden knows once this guy gets to the top of his route, he can rip that football, and there's no way this guy's going to be able to make a play on it because he doesn't know where he's running. So that's what Jayden does. He sees, once he's even, he's leaving. This guy's looking at me. He doesn't know if this guy's going straight, if he's going here, if he's going here. He has no idea. So just put that football out in front of him, and it leads to a great gain. Once again, high-level quarterback play, great anticipation, great accuracy, leads to another big gain. This is the type of stuff you want to see from a young quarterback, and we've been consistently seeing it from Jayden Daniels all game long. So watch it right here once again. Snap the football. We're looking at that backer. Obviously, you can see in the corner of the screen here, he's just settling. He's not running hard with him. He's just settling here. So Jayden steps into his throw, rips it right out in front of him where the defender can't make a play. Great job. Next play here, and once again, great job by Jayden Daniels. All the Commanders are going to run here. They have a deep crosser from Terry, and they have a little shallower crosser from Dyami Brown on this side of the field, and all Jayden's reading is his safety. If he drifts over with Terry, then he's going to throw this one. If he drifts with this one, then he's going to throw it to Terry. So what you're going to see happen here is Jayden's going to be reading that out. If he didn't like that, you also have chip here, flat, chip here, getting out in the flat, and then also your running back helping and getting out right here in the middle of the field as 3 check down options. But what you're going to see happen is the crosser does come open. Jayden reads it out good and rips that football. Look at the safety. What's he doing? Boom, he made a decision. He turned a little bit with Terry. So right when Jayden sees that he turned just a little bit, he knows he can put that ball out in front of him. There's no way he can recover, and it leads to what should have been a big gain. The play ends up coming back, but Jayden Daniels, it's still a great job by him. I mean, look at the pressure that he throws with in his face. I want you to watch Jayden read out Tyrann Mathieu here. I'll do a better job of showing you what Jayden saw. So he snaps that football. Boom. Where's Tyrann going right now? He's sprinting this way. So there's no way he's going to be able to flip his hips, turn this way, realize what he's running, and then make a play on the ball. So right when Jayden sees that, he knows where he's going with it. You can see Jayden get his eyes on that crosser here, put it out in front of him. Even though he has this guy coming down on him, he stands in there, rips that football, and it leads to what should have been a great gain.